So my question is that there is a desire to stay as myself, to stay as myself is more of my desire. Knowing myself and knowing who am I, all these words are too big for me. But I enjoy my own company. As you were, I don't know with whom you were talking. I think Uma did this question that just spend some me time where you were answering. That spend some me time, and that me time will create that maturity within myself to know, to go somewhere where I want to go, where the deeper part of myself. So that was very attractive for me. But I don't have that longing for knowing. I don't feel that longing. So can you just say something on that longing part? So am I lacking something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Let me try to say.
please.
I feel in the most direct manner I can say that your longing right now is to live the way you are living. Because when your longing matches with what you are doing, this is what is joy of life, happiness of life. And if your joy is continuous, that means that your actions and life flow, direction and your attention, uh, the intensity and focus of attention is in line or in guidance with the longing. No? Because it is not really that you can feel happy independently or you can feel happy in a certain situation, like in certain situation or state of body mind everybody will feel happy. No, some will feel happy and some will not. Why? Because of the longing. The longing is declaring this is happiness or this is not. I want this or I don't want this. No. So as long as your longing is asking you or happy to be the way you are, you will be happy and you will not have that kind of inclination to know, to self-knowing or self-realization, which you say are two big words for me. I feel it's very realistic approach because what I shared with Uma during that time was very, very real, practical, guidance, explanation of how to begin meditation, like the very first time. While we remain in a spiritual context, I think we have discussed, me and you also have discussed few times about it, that while we remain in the spiritual context for a long time, listening, discussing, as if we get influenced by it in many ways where we don't want to be influenced in that way, like we lose as if our purity of seeing and purity of our outlook, and we have to get back that. And I feel I would like to appreciate your purity of outlook. Stick to that. No? Because it doesn't really matter in what way you are continuously joyful. Please remember the word continuous. Continuous is important. Because nobody can be continuously joyful in the way of ego. We can only be continuously joyful in the way of the longing, no? Which is the way of Lord, no? Way of source of life. No? So if you are continuously joyful, all is well anyway. No? If somebody can care about just being continuously joyful, we are actually caring about our longing also. No? Because this longing is not visible to us so easily, because it is so one with us. At some point, even it is found that I don't have a longing. I am the longing. You know. So, what do you feel? That did I answer what you were asking?
Yes, yes. I don't feel the longing, but I am the longing. Yes. Thank you. It answered a lot. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. The fundamental attainments of life are same. The life fundamentally is same for all of us, and who we are fundamentally, every one of us is also same. But not the approach will be same, the intensity or the degree of longing will be same. No? What it is asking for right now is going to be different. No? But tools can be still same, common, no? Which can be utilized. Understanding still can be same, which can be utilized. But it does not necessarily mean that you would like to know who I am. knowing who we are, you can say in a way, in a beautiful way, I'm saying, in a positive way, to encourage all of us, that it is the highest luxury, which comes at the very end. Before that, we enjoy all the other luxuries. Like before that, we will enjoy all the other treasures offered by life to us. The treasure of stable clarity, treasure of continuous joy. Continuous joy is a very mm, existential process to refine the longing. No? Every time you are living the continuous joy, every time that is being, like, that longing is being satisfied in a way. Yeah? Like a contentment is coming more and more and more. And the more contentment in the longing, the more detachment also happening by itself. Nobody need to detach, let go of anything. That let go of process is already happening. We don't have to let go of life. We don't have to let go of the longing. We don't have to let go of the path on which we are walking or we are supposed to walk. All we have to let go is let go of the or false understandings or uh, false goals that we have set out of it, assumptions of understandings also. No, like this. Truth, nobody can let go of truth, but we cannot hold on to false, but we are holding on to. Why? Because we believe that false is truth, like it is really there. You see, some very fundamental thing I heard through Osho, that not knowing, in Hindi he said that अज्ञान ज्ञान का द्वार है, बाधा नहीं, ज्ञान के मार्ग की बाधा नहीं, मिथ्या ज्ञान ज्ञान के मार्ग की बाधा है. Not knowing is the door to true knowing, but the belief of knowing is the hindrance. Believing that I know, but I not, and not knowing truly, this believing that I know is what is the actual thing in between. If we can keep like this belief of knowledge about things, is very practically useful in the practical life. It's not something like we need to be against it. We just need to know that it is useful but not true in the ultimate sense, in the existential sense. And we can be so practical about it now. So let's not apply what we believe towards who we are, towards the joy of being. Let's apply that in relation to a person or personal life and interactions and everything. There it is useful. Because it's like a currency, we believe. Do you think currency is true? No, not at all. Some say that gold is more true than currency, any currency, including dollar. Some say like this. Even gold is also not ultimately true. But it is more agreed, like we have agreed together, commonly agreed, is a medium of exchanging. Like otherwise we will have to go to the barter system. Like I have milk and you have, rice, and let's exchange. I have too much milk and you have too much rice, let's exchange and make a kheer out of it or something. So for that we have currency. So these are all useful things, but not ultimately true. What is ultimately true is you and your continuous joy. Isn't it? So thank you. Very, very nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. So basically, trying to disengage ourselves or entangle ourselves, like make ourselves free from this clutteredness of the mind, which has created so many confusion that I am supposed to do this, or I am supposed to do that, or I am supposed to go here, or I am supposed to go there. Like trying to make ourselves free from it and connecting back ourselves to the longing which we have in our heart, which is the guidance actually coming from the source of life. Because without attending that, nobody can be happy. And by attending that, we can be happy regardless of how life flows now. Because happiness is felt in the one who is experiencing it, not out of the situation that is trying to draw something. Happiness is not like an emotional build-up. Try to understand. The true happiness or joy is not really like an emotional build-up, like, oh wow, so nice. Oh my God, it's not nice. No, this is not joy. This is just a reaction coming from the emotional level, towards the life, how things are. This is not joy, Joy is without reacting to anything of life. You are continuously feeling something inside. That is joy, continuous joy, isn't it? And that joy guides us also. Hey, let's go do a traveling, let's go do a trekking, let's not go, this week I don't want to go anywhere, let's do this work, let's not do this work. It is just guiding us internally, but without breaking out of that joy. This is the point I'm trying to make here. We don't need to unhook ourselves from this joy to go to office, to do something. No, it can be within the joy. That's my point. This is what it means to remain connected in a way to the longing. And we can find many ways to look deeply how we are not connecting, why we are not connecting to this longing, existential longing. There are ways to discuss and look into it and work upon it in a way.